Yeah. Establishing love. Love itself is a very unique frequency. The frequency which is so unique is the very much, or the very existence of the heart. So this love, or this frequency, exists from the heart. The beat, the pulse, the truth within our hearts is the code to love. So as long as our heart beats, the heart manifests to this code. And this code is very powerful. This is what the code beats when we fall in love, when we start to discover love, our hearts start to activate. Very much when love is taken away from us, our hearts deactivate. Our hearts start to break, start to hurt, go into states of pain. So, truth being is that as long as we can control the heart, we can control the code. Because the code is our nature. It's our very power to blossom within this existence. Because what we can start to comprehend is the heart is the expression of love. It's the expression of love. It's the expression of infinite possibility, infinite manifestation, infinite awareness. And this expression has the power to actually heal any injustice to this existence. Now, what's injustice to this existence is the perception that the mind has the power of the heart. Now, the mind itself is like a oven. Anything can go in the oven if we put, as long as we can, manipulate it, anything can go in the oven. And now, what we must see within this existence or analogy is that if anything can go in the oven, if we don't have the control of when the oven turns on, we might be trying to load something in the oven, all of a sudden the oven turns on, but we say, hang on a second, when it's not ready to be turned on. What's going on is that the world around us, or the world within this, that we're living within, we don't have control of we don't have control of the world we're living in. The world which we're living in is part code. It's calculation. It's calculated. And us as expressions of love and infinite possibility, infinite awareness, we take form of a infinite possibility or an infinite expression of existence. So what the world wants us to do is the world wants us to connect with believing that we are coded to have a certain experience, and within this experience we will develop certain attributes and certain possibilities and certain states of existence, a certain state of existence. And what it wants us to think is that when we're trying to establish what we want to put in this oven, whether that's, our goals, or whether it's, our truth within existence, whatever that may be, our goals, our happiness, when we're trying to, and the oven is our lives. It's our vision. It's our senses. The oven, what's inside the oven is potentially our thoughts. It's our thinking. And then all of the sudden, our life turns on and we understand that the reality of which was being established is now set, and now this is what's going to happen in our reality. When we come to this point now where we start to understand that everything which we now choose to accept is going to affect and implement our lives in a certain way, what we're doing is we're creating restriction for infinite possibility to take place. And within this restriction, we have a choice. We have a choice to trust within the heart and trust that the heart's guidance will always establish truth within this existence. Or we have the choice of listening to the mind and listening to the mind's ability to dictate and manipulate infinite possibility within the restrictional value of its sequence or its code. Because the voices within our minds all have a certain frequency code to them. And as long as we're listening to these voices within our minds, we'll be directed to experience that code or that experience. And this is the power of the heart, is that as long as we can connect and listen to the heart's awareness, the heart's truth, the heart's justice, we can always be guided towards the unique frequency of that existence. And the heart's frequency, or the heart's existence, is just about serving compassionate love, joy, positivity, happiness, devotion to these states of energetical existence. Whereas the mind, if we don't have control of the mind will always bring that's the power of the mind. As long as we have power over the mind will become neutral to the heart's existence. If we don't have control of the mind, it will potentially try and close the heart's existence and start to dictate a reality based within thought. Power.